Hi everybody! Today I'm going to teach you how to make a funny sock monster with just some things in your house. I hope you enjoy. Some old socks, some wool or some yarn, thick needle, some buttons, stuffing from an old cushion, a pair of scissors and a marker pen. First of all, you need to start by turning your sock inside out. You can get an adult to help you with this bit. Make sure it's nice and flat and the heel is pointing upwards. That's going to be the mouth of your monster puppet. Then I've taken a marker and I've drawn a V-shaped starting from the toe all the way in, stopping in the middle and then working its way back to the toe, and it looks like a V-shaped. Don't worry about this because when we turn it the right way round you won't be able to see these lines anymore. These two will be the ears, but you'll see that bit later on. Now next I've got some yarn here. It's quite thick, but that's okay because my sock is quite fluffy and when I sew it's going to go through the sock quite easily. You may need to use a thinner thread or a yarn, but you do need to get your adult to help you with this part. I'm going to thread it through my needle, but it's a tricky bit, so I'm going to get some sticky tape and put it on the end of it. Twist it around till there's none left, and that will help me to thread my needle, which I'm going to do now. And as you can see, my needle's quite thick, so that goes through. I had to pull it a little bit, but that's okay. That's fine now. Right, now I'm going to measure out roughly how much I need and double that. So there's plenty there. And I'm going to make sure I've got enough before I cut it off with a pair of scissors. Now you need an adult to help you with this bit as well. Before I start, I'm going to loop the yarn around my finger and weave it through the loop, and that will give me a nice knot, which will stop the thread from going through the material. I don't need this part anymore, so I'm going to trim that bit off as well. Please get an adult to help you. Now I'm going to start to sew. I'm going to start where the toe is. At all times I'm making sure that I can see where the needle's going. So I'm just going to go back over my stitches so that it's strong. Over it. So this is how I'm going to finish it off, so that I'm going to tie a knot. go under, and that should secure it quite nice and tightly. And I'm just going to cut off that extra bit there. And that bit there. As you can see now, we've sewn along the line in a V shape, and that's going to be the ears of our monster. Next we're going to cut along right down the middle, and you do need an adult to help you with this bit. And that's our ears for our monster. And we're going to turn that inside out. Sock monster's beginning to take shape, as you can see. As you can see, the ears are not perfectly the same. I quite like that. I want my monster to be a bit different. Now I'm going to stuff it. Now I always use stuffing from an old cushion, so please, please, please do not start opening up your cushions at home. You need to make sure it's an old one and it's not going to be used anymore. Make sure your parents have said it's okay for you to have it. I always make sure that I keep my old cushions because I like to stuff cuddly toys or other things that I like to make or sew. So I'm going to take some of that and I'm going to start stuffing my monster. As you can see, I've stuffed my sock monster now. I'm going to now make its mouth. So the toe part of the sock is going to be its mouth, and I'm going to sew so it makes that shape. I'm going to take my yarn again. Turn it around. I'm quite happy with that. Just going to finish that off. Like that. There's my mouth. And if you want to, you can go over it again, but I'm quite happy with mine. I'm going to take that needle and I'm going to go all the way through because I'm going to start making some eyes now. And my eyes are going to be made out of buttons, and I've got a few here. Let's see how I feel about this. Quite like that one. Go through, and yeah, I quite like that one. So maybe a yellow pupil. What do you think? Nice? Yeah, I like that. And you go all the way through and come out where I'm going to have the second eye. I'm going to have a different colour button for this eye. And maybe a blue pupil. Now these are just buttons that I've kept. You can actually buy them, odd buttons like this. And go all the way through, come out where the mouth is. Now you definitely do need an adult for this bit because it's really tricky even for me. You don't want to hurt yourself. Out there. lines are covering it, sorry, so it looks a bit like that now. I'm going to turn it around to make it easier for me. I'm going to finish the mouth off now. Don't do what I've done, you need more string. This bit can get really tricky if you haven't got enough. So I'm going to go under and over that so it makes a knot. And go in, and I'm going to take the needle out from inside. And my thread will be inwards, left inside. Can't see it anymore. Like that. So I'm going to sew the bottom now. And it's lucky that I've got a sock with stripes because it's easy to match the stripes up. There you go. It's not bad, is he? Maybe you can send me pictures of your sock monsters when you're done.